Today is Friday, April 25th, 2024. We are parked at the Beaver Brook Trailhead for Moosilauke. We're the only car here. There are bathrooms, outhouse. It's a $5 day use fee. And yeah, we haven't done Beaver Brook in a little over a year. We did it last April. It was kind of a mess then, so we'll see how it is today. We are starting out bare booting, and we are carrying snowshoes and hill sounds today. Okay, it's a beautiful day today, not a cloud in the sky. And I think it's going to be relatively warm, so here we go. The beautiful thing about Beaver Brook is it runs right along water, and you get really nice cascades, and they start pretty quickly too. So it can also be a little sketchy on that section, but it's okay. This is the very bottom cascade, and it's probably the most impressive one in terms of size. Nice. So we're gonna walk right up along the edge of it now. And there's been some patches of ice, but nothing that has merited spikes yet. So pretty.
This part is pretty steep, not a lot to hold on to. But if you trust your traction, you can just walk right up it. Right, Laura?
Oh yeah. Right up it. I love it.
Three-piece cake.
So, I contemplated bringing full crampons.
Are you regretting that decision?
I sort of am. Like, I think it's thick enough and steep enough, and we have to come down it. It's gonna be
Butt slid.
Oh my gosh! No way.
I know, I'm
No
kidding.
way. Holy cow.
I think we'll be okay here.
Oh my gosh. I hope so. We are up past the Beaver Brook shelter, so it's kind of leveled out now, which is nice. Get a lot of your climb done on that first mile, and we're about almost 1.5 miles in. Still wearing spikes. We put them on about 1/2 mile in, and it's super firm up here, although there's tons of post holes on the climb up. And it looks like there were a couple people up here who had a problem. I don't know if it shows on here. They weren't carrying their snowshoes and it softened up. But it's not as bad for some reason in this section as it was on the steeps. It was really bad. But that kind of gives you a place to step at least, like little kicked in steps. All right, so we're gonna come up to an intersection. It's like a T. Beaver Brook is gonna turn to the right, and Asquam Ridge goes to the left. And we've done Asquam Ridge before. I think it was in the spring or early summer. It was beautiful. It was a really nice, low-key way, longer than the other typical ways up, but I thought it was really pretty and not heavily used. We have decided to have a little adventure today, so there is a abandoned trail that comes off the Beaver Brook Trail. It's on the 1930 historic map layer, if you have Gaia. I think it was called Jobble Dunk Trail, I think. And I know a couple people have been on it this winter. So we decided to take it. And what it does is It's lower than Beaver Brook, and it comes down and junctions with Gorge Brook Trail.
Did you say lower than Beaver Brook?
Yeah, it's lower.
That's not Beaver Brook.
Yes, it is.
I thought it's Ascalon
No,
Ridge.
no, Beaver Brook goes all the way to the
Oh, I
summit.
didn't know. Okay.
Yeah. You're the one who had a fight with me once about it.
Did
the
I?
opposite way. Yeah. Anyway, so it basically, I think it sort of hugs a contour line and goes around to the near the top of Gorge Brook. So we'll be heading up to the summit on Gorge Brook. But that's our plan. We are still wearing spikes. It's firm enough now, and we're side hilling like crazy. So if it levels out, maybe we'll go to snowshoes, or if it gets really punky. We are still on the abandoned trail. We just popped out. This is the summit of Moosilauke up here. And just popped out into, I don't know if this is a wet area or what. Why are the trees so short? I said we'll have to come back in the summer and check it out, see what it's like. So it was a bit of side hilling, which I'm sure is probably not that bad in the summer, because the way the snow lands on the hillsides make it side hilling. And now we're on flat. It's still supportive, and there's a set of prints that are like post holes that we're kind of following. I don't know. It looks like they went out and back, so I don't know if they went all the way or if they came out part way and turned around. But it's very obvious corridor so far. There's no way you could get off on this. Wow, this is cool. Looking back at Mount Blue. Okay, we made it up to the summit, and I have to say, the first half of that abandoned trail was total cakewalk, and the second half was kind of a disaster. So there had been a really obvious trail corridor, and there was also a set of footprints. And there's a spot on the map where it kind of does a switchback, and that was where we lost everything. Like, I couldn't see the corridor. I couldn't see where the other guy had gone. I could see what the map said was the trail. It sure didn't feel like a trail. So it was a lot of kind of tight bushwhacking up and down, trying to find an open corridor. And we ended up coming out like literally right here. Like, this is all a snow field right here. And so we walked right out and walk over there. This little section of trail right here, we ended up just walking right out to it on the snow. Came out right on here. It was weird. It did open up, get more open in this area, but before that it was really kind of a mess. So that was not great. This is looking at the south peak of Moosilauke. Let's see. Sandwich Mountain, the Tri-Pyramids, you might be able to see the North Slide, Osceolas, the Hancocks with a big, I guess that's Cedar Brook Slide, right there.
That's our arrow, right?
They have Arrow, they have Cedar Brook, and they have another one. I can't remember the name of it now. Why do I think it's like exclamation point or something? I don't know. Anyway, the Hancocks and Kerrigan sticking up behind that. Past Conaway to the side of that. And then over here, of course, the Presidentials and the far with the snow on it. Closer in are the Bonds. And then Franconia Ridge. Liberty and Flume. Ooh, the wind just stopped. And then even closer in are over here are the Kinsmans. Yep. So we're gonna go back along here. stick to the trail on the way back. And then looking over towards Vermont. Nobody else up here. It's lunchtime. We ate lunch though on our standing up looking at Franconia Ridge.
10 minutes ago.
Yeah, not very long ago. We are back along the side of the cascade now. Just kind of joined up with it. And actually, right behind this tree is a really neat spot that it hits something and shoots it up like a fin. But I don't know if I can really get it. And then across the street is the back of Kinsman Ridge. I don't know if that's Mount Wolf. I'm not sure. And then
over here.
And then you can see Franconia Ridge peeking up. It looks so big in real life, but on my screen it looks like nothing. And there's that little flumy thing, and it does that even in the summer. So it's not like that piece of ice is impacting it. It's just weird. So this is super steep here. And what I've been finding is I'm really glad that somebody came out here and post-holed everything and kind of chewed up the trail, because it made little steps. So I feel much more secure going down that than if it were just a sheet of ice. So that's a positive. We will not use our snowshoes today. We did not need them. Even on the bushwhack, it was very supportive. So, yeah, here's John going down. Okay, I need 2 hands for this, so.
I'm gonna wait here.
Okay, you're gonna break my fall?
Yep. Break the fall.
I take you out like a bowling ball. Just, yeah.
No, I'm gonna jump up, grab you as I jump,
Yeah.
and land off trail.
Right.
Out of the way.
Even going off trail doesn't slow you down because it's solid. It's like ice. Okay. So we're probably 0.9 from the car. We are back at that first view of the cascade. I'm just a little bit higher up than I was this morning. I think John is standing where I took the video this morning. Let's see what it looks like down here. Yeah, the light is kind of not as good now. All right, so we just removed our spikes, and I think we're about 4/10 from the car. We've got these little built-in steps on this. There's a bunch of them on this trail, although most of them are covered with snow right now. And they also have a couple spots where there's rebar handles to pull up on. There's another one of these steps right here. Not sure that it's necessary right there, but okay. All right. So that was a successful hike, although the bushwhack portion, abandoned trail, was half awesome and half not as awesome. But I think we've both agreed that we would do it again in non-snow conditions and see what it's like, and whether it's easier to see a trail corridor in the second half of it. And also, I'm gonna research some older, whoa, that was slippery, some older maps, because the old map that I had says Tip Top House in giant letters right over the end of the trail, so you couldn't tell where the trail was supposed to actually come out entering an FPA. So I guess I was closer to the car than I thought I was. That's a quarter mile from the trailhead. And let me see what my mileage is. Okay, so it should be like 6.3 or 4, which is a little bit shorter than if we had taken just the trail out and back, which I think is around 6.6. So overall, a relatively short 4,000 footer, 6 miles. You don't get much shorter than that, especially ones with good views and water features and everything. So it's a fun trail. Can be very dangerous, you know, in snowy conditions, but this is like the bottom now, so no more cascades. We have to cross this 5 times, I think. 2 of them are on a bridge, on like nice big bridges, and 3 of them are just little rock hops, and they were easily done today. This is one of them right here. Okay. And we saw 3 people as we were leaving. Where does the trail go? Right there, actually. It doesn't really, it's not a big cross. Okay. Somehow I think it's supposed to cross right here. Okay, so we saw 3 people today. I think they all came up Asquam Ridge. Nobody came up from here, but it's a beautiful day.